So everybody, it's good for you to be watching this. We decided that we'd do this little video quickly because neither of us could figure out how to get the tone of what we want to say in an email or in a letter. So we're doing it this way. As you all know, and I think I've said it in print a few times now, COVID is asking us to do things we never thought or imagined we would ever have to do. And this is one of those moments. And Martha's going to tell you a little bit about the moment and what the ask is for you, families with children.
Yeah, it certainly is something we never thought that we would have to ask. Last week, we met with a focus group of people from Cedar Park with families and without families. And after that discussion, we realized that in order for us to create safe space for our seniors who want to come back to be able to gather in a safe space for worship, we're going to need to ask those of you that have children who are unvaccinated to not come back to worship on site. It's a really strange thing to ask, but that is what we need to ask you right now and for throughout the Advent season.
So what we wanted to convey to you was how we hate doing that, but also how in trying to figure out how to do this, we've actually come up with what is a parallel season of worship and spiritual nourishment for our children with families that we're actually now really quite excited about and hope that you will find this exciting too.
Yeah, and it is interesting, these exciting things that come out of situations we weren't expecting. We're going to start actually tomorrow by going into the forest, and some of you are already signed up to do this. We're going to go on a sacred path forest walk at L'Anse-à-l'Orme. So that's tomorrow.
And then on Sunday, as will happen from now right through till Boxing Day, Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, we're going to be doing Kids Zoom. It's been a wonderful time with the kids that join us, and of course it's open for all of you. And also online worship will be continuing even once we resume on-site worship, and that will always be available to you on YouTube at 10 o'clock every Sunday morning and as a recording.
Yeah. So after the forest tomorrow, the next week, we're going to have a scavenger hunt outside for our youth. And that's going to be another fun thing to do on the 13th of November. And then, oh, can we tell them about the 27th?
We can tell them about the 27th. The 27th, that's a Saturday afternoon. It's just before Advent starts. And we have a great theme for Advent this year. It's called Housing the Holy, where we get to explore maybe the possibility that the reason why they found room in the stable at the back of the inn was because the innkeeper was a positive person thinker and went, I have no room in here, but I have room here. And so we're exploring this theme of housing the holy, but doing it in such a way that we can just take these moments of mindfulness throughout Advent to ask those possibility questions. And so Saturday afternoon, we've created an awesome day of craft, and Martha's found these absolutely stunning Advent lanterns to share. Interrupt me. It's going to be so much fun.
It is going to be so much fun. And we're going to be inside and outside. And with a little bit of luck and good weather, we'll get to finish with a twinkly labyrinth walk outside. We hope so.
If the weather's lousy, we have a twinkly walk inside because we have two labyrinths, which is pretty amazing. Awesome. So we hope that we are doing for you families, you people with families. It's going to be so much more active than would be possible if your kids had to sit with a mask on inside the church and not move on a Sunday morning. This is going to have a whole lot more craft and movement and activity.
Absolutely. And then on Christmas Eve, we're going to do what we did last year, which is to gather from, I don't know, from Australia to Europe to Canada, whoever can join in for our Christmas Eve service on Zoom. And we'll make sure that you can find out about that with enough time so you have the link. And that will be Christmas Eve, probably at about the same time we usually did it, probably around 4. On Boxing Day, we've decided that it's time to maybe invite everyone else to KidZoom so that they can see how super awesome it is. And so we're going to have a pajama party in KidZoom on the 26th of December. And I am going to wear my pajamas. I actually am, and I think Revy is too.
I'm going to wear my pajamas, and that's going to be the plan. Pajamas, cocoa, and a wonderful time to just be together without anybody having to get into a car and drive anywhere on Sunday, Boxing Day.
Exactly.
And just to end this to you all, this is a for now. I can't imagine keeping our intergenerational community apart from one another any longer than we absolutely have to. But we're also excited about these ways in which we can bring church to you in different ways. So we haven't made plans for after Christmas yet, because we hope that as the pandemic and as the vaccine rollouts for children start to happen, that we'll be able to create a much more integrated 2022. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.